Alright, this is for All Metal Music. How's the tour been going so far?
Very well. That's been our best, by far the best US tour we ever had. The best turnout on the shows, the best venues we ever had, and the best audience. So yeah, we've been playing like 20, 21 shows. Last show in Poughkeepsie was cancelled because our bus broke down and we couldn't make the show. So apart from that, it's been really good. Loads of enthusiasm, loads of energy. So yeah, we are really satisfied. It's been one of our best tours altogether, actually, both in Europe and US.
I was going to ask about the canceled show next. What happened with that? I heard the bus broke down in Maryland.
Yeah, the bus broke down in Maryland or Virginia. It was like 7 hours. 7 hours drive from Poughkeepsie. We could make it like we could arrive like 12 o'clock or something like that, and both bands would be able to play for approximately 45 minutes. But the promoter pulled the show because he thought that was not enough. So yeah, the promoter cancelled the show.
When you play songs, do you mix up the set like CD wise, like some old stuff, some new stuff, or?
Yeah, it will be most stuff from Rune, since that's the album we're promoting right now. But we also play some old stuff. We play like 4 or 5 old songs, and some from Isa, the previous album, and yeah, like four songs from Rune.
Do you play the same songs every night, or do you mix the setup each night?
It's pretty much the same set, but if we have time, we might add one extra song at some occasions. We've done that, and we mix a little in the middle of the set, but it's mostly equal every night, actually.
How was this tour compared to your last tour you did over here before Isa even came out?
Yeah, that was the tour in 2003, and it was a really crappy tour. It was not promoted. It totally sucked ass. We were driving around in a shitty van, and oh, that was a terrible tour, actually. So only a couple of good shows. The last shows were pretty okay because then people were aware of that we were playing. On the first shows, it was like more or less a secret, you know, it's a hidden secret that Enslaved is on the road. So that was pretty lame. So compared to that tour, this one is, you know, excellent.
Yeah, a buddy of mine went to the show in Jackson, Virginia, and he said there were only like 17 people there.
Yeah, I would play at Springfield, Virginia. I was like, oh well, it was like 50 people, but we played for like 13 people in Cleveland. I was like, so fucking lame. I called some of my friends in Cleveland, and this was like kind of a little bit outside Cleveland. And I called one of my friends there, and really, are you guys playing? Yeah, you didn't know. No one knows. So that was fucking lame.
I saw a show once with 17 people. That was the least crowded I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
So I heard you won a Norwegian Grammy for Rune. How was that?
That was pretty cool, but of course we wish we were able to receive it ourselves instead of being in yeah, kind of crappy venue in El Paso. The venue was totally crap, but the audience were excellent, and the turnout, the people was good. So yeah, we had a kind of a nice celebration. Anyway, we got hammered and celebrated it in Texas.
Getting hammered's always fun.
Yeah, sure. Tjena. Skitarna där ute.
How's Rune doing, like, sale-wise?
Very well, actually. Better than Isa, which of course was the goal. You know, it will be pretty lame if it sold less. You know. So yeah, it's been really good. The response has been really good, and sale-wise, it's yeah, it's very good.
You use a bind rune a lot with Isa and Othala. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, there are different meanings with every runes. You kind of we added the personal meanings to all the runes we're using. So I mean, but you can write a book about the meaning of each rune, of course. But for me, Otila, is the rune that I'm using most. This is kind of knowledge, wisdom, and pride, heritage, and like being close to nature of humanity and nature itself.
You played a tribute show for Valfar from Winder a few years ago. How was that? Like the atmosphere there and the crowd?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was we did it because we thought the guys were pretty cool, good friends of ours, and when they asked us, we just couldn't say no. Of course, we couldn't turn that down. Although Winder was never my favorite band or anyone's favorite, anyone in the band's favorite band, but we thought since they asked us, we couldn't just turn it down, and we had a good night. We played like 4 songs, and got hammered and had a party. That was good.
What are your plans for the rest of the year after this tour?
Oh, there's lots of gigs actually. When we come home, we have a gig in Oslo. A couple of days after we return, then we have like 3 shows coming up in India, and later in February. And after that, we have some shows with our other band, me and Arve and Ivar. That's a different story. With Enslaved, we have a new European tour coming up in May. With like 18 shows throughout Europe, and after that we have an Australian tour in October, and in between there we have some festivals, of course, like Wacken, and some festivals in Norway, and well, we just started booking the festivals for the summer really, so it's going to be like 4 or 5 at least. But after the Australian tour in October, we probably will try to set up a new American tour, which will hopefully take place in November. And after that, we just have to start working on new material. So I think until November we have loads of gigs, and after that there will be a couple of months without any gigging at all, because we have to go to the studio and write new material and the usual stuff.
You said you were playing India and Australia. Have you ever played there before?
Oh no, never. I never played Asia. We never played Australia. So that's going to be very exciting actually. Especially India will be extremely weird. It's like the first extreme metal band ever to play there, I guess. So yeah, that's going to be both a challenge and then hopefully a cool adventure.
Alright, that's about all I have. Anything you'd like to say in conclusion?
Yeah, I would like to say it's been an excellent tour here in the US and Canada so far, and we'd like to say thank you to all of our new fans and our good old loyal fans that has turned up on all the shows, and we hope to come back in November, as I told you, and hope to visit some places that we couldn't visit this time, and yeah, stay metal.
Thanks.
Sure.